Hi, I'm back, y'all. I went to get the kitchen to get the food, and the thing got cold. Same day, Tuesday, 15th of August, 2017, Gregorian. It's spicy, it's good, y'all. If y'all didn't hear the previous video, y'all like, huh, what? Anyway, never mind. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Issa Rae, last episode, the season 2, episode 4, I think. Hella LA. Yeah, shout out to Rox, her format. I'm gonna talk about Issa first. What I can remember, my mind is so on Lawrence with this episode, but it was just her getting out, and I think she met somebody on a dating site, and he was acting like a true finicky Felix. He was acting like a pure dick, like, you know, rejecting her. Like his look wasn't reject worthy in its of his damn self. So I'm like, listen, and do we go? And you don't want to act like that because they be like, oh, you're defensive. And you're offensive. I don't know why the offensive want to feel free in their offensiveness and take umbrage when someone is defensive. You see the imbalance? I guess you gotta have balanced marbles to sort of get some, you know, to get balance. I don't know, imbalanced marbles think that their imbalanced slanted view is the right view. You know, they do it. And I'm so First Amendment friendly. I'm like, well, they ain't right entitled to their view, but they don't think we're entitled to ours. That bitch. Anywho. But she was out partying, which is the instant go-to. I remember when I would break up back in the days. That is the instant go-to to go find your girls, the ones who forgive you for being, you know, MIA while you was with that dude, and you just want to party. You just want to hit the clubs, and you do it. And you know, as you get older and pardon me, you know, take more psychology classes. And I saw an episode of Forensic Files. I'm like, that's what that is. You're really just trying to fill that void, that emptiness. One guy, and the cops was respectful. Well, of course, he's Caucasian. They was respectful to him and asking him, you know, well, why did you do it? He was an arsonist. And he was like, well, I felt empty, so I wanted others to feel empty too. And I saw that episode of Forensic Files very young. Was I in my 20s? I don't know, but that stuck with me. I was in community college back in my 20s, but I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna ask the professor, you know, psychology. My first Psych 101 class back then, really, really, wow. Just understanding the psyche and the mind and how people work and what they do, why they do, because, you know, behavior dictates some state of mind. You know, whether it's they're doing or they're being a puppet or a robot. I don't know, for some other hidden entity. I don't know, but yeah, behavior dictates state of mind. Not dictates, but it is revealing what the state of mind is. So when he said that, and I spoke to the professor about it, he concurred. Like, you know, when people feel empty, they want others to feel empty too. And I'm like, but how? Mathematically, that didn't make sense to me then, and it don't now. How? Why? If others are feeling empty, you're still feeling empty, so you're all feeling empty together. Wouldn't the goal be to feel full and sane and whole? And the professor, older Caucasoid man, Caucasian, no offense, that's how it should come out, okay? He was like, yeah, it makes sense. You're being logical, but unfortunately, if the world were logical, there would be peace on earth, or something like that, he said. He said, hold on, y'all, I'm gonna drink water. He said the common thing, you know, misery loves company. Unfortunately, miserable people, they don't really seek to heal. They seek to feel like what they're feeling is common, the same. So if everyone can feel like how I feel, then it must be okay, versus trying to heal themselves. Something like that, he said. I'm like, what the fuck does that do with Issa Rae? I'm getting to it, slow down. So the reasoning for going out is hot. Put the AC on, y'all. Hold on. Then it gets too cold. It's just a pain in the ass. Ain't nobody like this. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. It gets really hot. And you put it on, it gets really cold. Yeah, I adjusted, y'all. It's still cold. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, so when you break up, the thing to go, that instant to go out and party, and she's asking Molly, teach her how to hoe in another episode, all that is to fill the void. You're like literally and figuratively in that case. But you feel empty and you want to feel, although, thank heavens, you know, this forensic files case, she's not trying to, some people want to fill that void being, you know, criminal or some shit. No, you don't want to do that. But I'm not all for, and I don't want to sound too preachy, but I don't think going out and fucking up a storm with she and, what's this guy named Lawrence is doing it. I don't think that's a good idea. You know, partying, you know, fine, dance, you know, get off your anxiety. But I don't think fucking is the idea. I don't know. And then open marriage with the Molly thing. Child. And ain't that the name of a drug? Hey, look, hold on, get water, y'all. I don't know about open marriages, especially with the diseases and this thing with reportedly with Usher. I don't. Well, I'm celibate, so I don't. Feelings get involved. Everybody should go to the medical records and, you know, go to your doctor and go with them, make sure it's their records and it's clean, that they clean. It's just too much because you bring that back home to your wife, and then you want to mess with someone sane. An open marriage, how can you be guaranteed that the person won't come to your house fast? And y'all saw that movie When the Bow Break with Morris Chestnut? I'm like, this chick crazy as hell. Lord have mercy. But in any event, yeah. So that's the opening. You know, the first half of the episode. Just Issa still trying to avoid her pain and loss in Lawrence by having fun and fucking. She ran into the dark skinned cutie guy. What's his name? I don't know. What's his name? Dexter. And why am I thinking Dexter? Because that Eddie Murphy stand up. I don't forgot his name, but the one that really gave it to her like really good. She ran into him again at the function, and it was cute how it ended. You know, he texted us, your friend, the chubby girl, getting fingered under the table. I said, Lord have mercy. Did he wash his hands? Did he walk with Perel? Is his nails clean? Maybe I'm too much of a germaphobe. I don't know, child. But in any event, so she went and sat next to him to finish her meal. And I thought that was cute. Like, it's like the bloom or blossom of something new. And now we're going to get on to Lawrence's ass. Lawrence, have you lost your goddamn mind? Are you crazy? Now, this was on Facebook thread years ago. What's the best thing you like about a movie? Yeah, something like that. The question was like, well, what is the best thing? I don't know if she was looking, the poster was looking for shots. You know, the widescreen cinema photography. I don't know what the question was specifically seeking at this time. This was a while ago. This was when Facebook was good, y'all, real good. But I remember a commenter wrote, what I like best about a movie is you forget it's a movie. You know, even with TV shows, you know, I'm paraphrasing, you forget you're looking at a TV show. You're immersed in, you're enthralled. What? Is that shit? Is that shit? Is that the fan? Hold on, y'all. You see that shit, y'all? It's supposed to be only audio, some fuck shit. I don't play that bullshit because I'm in my unmentionables. I don't want y'all to see. This is inappropriate. Okay. Anywho, so I'm like, he's right. Whoever wrote that, you want to get because we look at these things as escape, you know, to break the monotony of the day or the week, and you want to immerse yourself in something entertaining to your senses. So here's when I remember it's a TV show. Okay, when Lawrence did the U-turn and he got stopped, I said, oh. Right now I'm like, because all that's going on in the country, you know, you brace yourself. It becomes really, really real. But when he let him get off without even a ticket, because right now I'm assuming brothers, melanated people, like, will I get away with my life? Will I just be able to survive this thing still breathing? Or, you know, unbeaten, or not up in a cell hung. Right now, your thoughts is, will I even, damn the ticket, ticket be damn, I pay it. Gee, they got layaway plan? I don't know. That, before you just worry like, oh, I'm going to get a ticket. Now, if you got a surplus of melanin, you're worried like, will I live past this moment? Oh, Jesus. So, in any event, well, most of us in the hood anyway, like, even Chris Rock, remember Chris Rock used to take the pictures like, y'all pray for me. Pray that I survive this moment. This stoppage. Hey, Chris, you have to read this to Chris Rock. Funny as hell. But in the event, yeah, so he got stopped for the broken U-turn. And They ask them, is this your car? What does that have to do with it? When you run the plates, they'll tell you what's going on with the car. I never understood why they run the plates and still ask you the question. That's something metaphysical. They had the quantum blue pill and KT, the arts degree, got that video, quantum physics or something, when they explain, you know, what racism is they're forcing you to engage them. They're forcing their frequency. We're of such different frequencies. You can tell one has natural rhythm, one doesn't. No disrespect, it's just truth. Why do people think when you're telling the truth you're being disrespectful? It's science. Anyway, so we're of different frequencies, and melanin is magnetic. So it's like they're drawn and they're forcing their frequency on you. Is like they're forcing their way into like you come from the eternal plane. I don't know, like you're an alien to them, and they want part of that culture. That I don't know. It warrants a whole nother video, some later date, if so desired, inspired. Hold on, get water. Anyway, y'all. So he gets pulled over, things of that nature, and he gets off without a ticket. If you from the hood, you probably say, okay, this is motherfucking scripted. Right then and there, my mom went to Issa Rae, the Breakfast Club. Pardon me, I'm having breakfast or brunch now, whatever. And then got cold, yeah, but still tasty, spicy. Anyway, my mom went right to Issa Rae at the Breakfast Club when she was telling Charlamagne and them how one of the execs over the HBO invited himself to help her write for the show. And I was like, I don't think she needed help. Did y'all see her YouTube shit? I don't think she needed help. But that's another political story for another political day. But I was any other time I'm long for this type of show. Pardon me, y'all, but my Papa Bear, the bear, at least in the snore. Anyway, I'm in his space, y'all. My computer, never mind, y'all don't care about that shit. Anyway, I long for a show like this ever since Sex and the City. It went off the air. It was like, oh, look at Girlfriends. I don't want to look at Girlfriends. It was like, why Girlfriends is good? You know, my girlfriends tell me Girlfriends is good. I'm like, because of Tracy Lee Ross. It was like, why? She's good. You know, I told you I went to HP Studios. You know, I was pursuing that acting thing in the 90s. I told you I had in other videos. And then when this whole new thing came out, is it new? No, I guess Star's offspring been pursuing acting roles. I guess it's in the DNA. But I just feel like if you already come from fiat rich lineage, why are you taking jobs from we actors that don't went to Juilliard and HB Studios and then got this craft? Why y'all taking our jobs? What in the hell? But you know, my friends talked me into watching Girlfriends, and I was into it. I was enthralled. Okay, hold on. I forgot she was all about. I forgot she was Donna Ross's child. I even like her YouTube channel. Like a Scorpio getting me to like them. Oh, Tracy. Yeah, I just see her as Tracy. But anyway, I can take time to look at Blackish and the reason the other shit she did. But I love shows like this when, you know, girlfriends are getting along. Sex and the City, Girlfriends, and now this. Love it. Anywho, again, I'm enthralled. You forget it's a TV show after a while until it goes off. Like, should I review it? You know, you have recall, you know what it is. But the know it's a TV show while you're looking at the damn TV show. Yeah, he should have gave him a ticket for good measure. Because I'm like, they letting a melanated person get off with nothing? Not even a ticket, nothing? Okay, this is scripted. There's other kind of sinister scripts. That's a different video, a different time. But, so he goes to the grocery store. You know I'm into numerology, so $46.92, $46.92 going through my mind. I'm like, why that number? What the fuck? So I'm doing the math on that. But hold on, I'm hungry, y'all. I don't just chill right now for good food, good organic food. Is it rude? I know I was raised not to chew and everything. Oh, look, I click off, chick. No patience, click off. You don't like Sinclair or eccentric people? Click off. Anyway, those who stayed, here we go. Now, you know our mama's raised us, don't trust no free lunch. And my mama would say, if you go to people's house, certain people's house, that everybody used to watch and see, oh, she's accepting their food, okay. And I don't know about nothing to do with cleansing, especially back in the 70s and 80s, you know, when I was being raised. Mama, hi, mama, love you. Remember y'all. Anyway, so it was like if they offer you, say no, thank you. You okay? Do not ask, and they offer. No, thank you. She was serious about that shit. You read about that in the memoir. You do not just assume a seat. You wait till you're invited in, and they will ask invited to the seat, which seat to sit in. Just staunch manners like that. But she always said, don't trust no free lunch. Why are they offering? So Lawrence, they offer you. Why you couldn't just take your lanky ass to your car and get your credit card? Clearly, it must have spilled out. Like, I came in the car, not the car. The store was a certain amount. Like, I'm only gonna spend this amount, and I still go over sometimes, and don't want to put shit back. But can you hold us? I'm gonna go to the car and get more money. Many people do that. Lawrence, you couldn't go back to the car and look for your credit card. You took the free lunch, right? Anyway, so he let them pay for it, and he paid them back in dick. I just, some shit like that may happen in real life. Y'all heard about the South Carolina? A physician assistant told me this. Is why I guess it's so credible. Shout out to TB. She had cancer. She was telling that shit was with sincerity, how she heard, and she heard about this in literature, like printed text. Not that that make it true, but big chubby Caucasoid ladies were allegedly kidnapping men from parking lots in Home Depot. I mean, don't they got cameras? Are they getting this? Is kidnapping is feds. I went to the academy. I know that shit is feds. And then of course TB telling me, well, you know they're Caucasian. We don't need to go there. A whole nother video, a whole nother time. I'm like, but you can't just whisk men away out the parking lot. What the fuck? But they would take them back to wherever and have their way with them. I guess the men enjoyed it so much they decided to press charge. I don't fucking know. But a bunch of lonely, chubby women were doing this shit allegedly. I'm like, TB, that's a book. That's a motherfucking skit. That shit is a fucking funny as hell. That's like Misery on some real comedic type shit. And Misery itself is fucking funny parts. I digress, y'all. But so they paid for his groceries and whatnot. And then they following him in the parking lot, inviting him over. And this is when I forget that. This is when I'm no longer enthralled. Because I'm worried. I guess being melanated from the hood. I'm like, he ain't read the 48 Powers of Law. Ain't that shit in there too? Don't trust a free lunch. It comes with strings attached. Becky. Pubic hairs could be them strings, okay? Oh, Jesus, forgive me, y'all. Anyway, one didn't look like 100% Becky. Didn't she look like Asian or some kind of mix? Was she 100%? Were they both 100% Becky's? I don't know. I'm glad they had their natural titties. I'm like, oh, thank goodness we ain't got to look at the cantaloupes. Oh, no offense to people who have implants. No offense. Sometimes y'all get good jobs. It don't look very basketball, like 2 balls or 2 cantaloupes. Samantha did that shit when the episode Sex and the City. The young girls were telling, you're just jealous of us. And Samantha was like, jealous of what? Because, she had her natural tatas in Sex and the City. She said, and she held up 2 cantaloupes to her breast. She said, I don't want to look like this. That shit was funny as hell. But anywho, so they look naturally built. I was like, wow. And the Becky was thick. I'm like, what the fuck hormones is she taking? But in any event, the point of the matter is, here's where I got worried for his ass. First, I was like, is he wearing a condom? Remember they used to promote condoms strong, hard body in the 90s? If y'all old enough to remember, are they promoting condoms on these shows anymore? Or in music? Do y'all hear anything about condoms? Please, y'all holler back in the downstairs in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is he wearing a condom? He's not afraid that she can get pregnant? What the fuck? And it's, if you hearing this, that ain't no idea for no next season's show. Oh, I have a headache. I won't watch. Oh gosh, if they gonna take it there. But in any event, Lawrence, what the fuck? Kids should be made in love, not in lust. I know it's 3 gates to get here: lust, love, and rape. The 3 gates to get here. Y'all go ahead and research, Google that. But ideally, you want to create life in love, don't you? I hope he had a condom on. Oh, jeez, heavens. But in any event, and not only that, you heard about the Ezekiel case? He wasn't afraid they may cry rape. I'm telling you. After looking at the shows like Vindicated, Morris Chestnut was a host on one of them, and Malik Yoba too, I think, and the judge, well, I forgot name. Y'all go on and pull that up if you can. Check it out. The Innocence Project, Barry Sheck's work inspired me to go back to school. Yeah, y'all bugging out. And there's no, you don't have to, pardon me, y'all ain't signed no consent form. You have no cameras. Brothers who still take a risk after so many innocent brothers have been lied on. Y'all plum. You see this Ezekiel, the NFL player, okay? She done told him to his face, who do you think they're gonna believe, me or you? Okay? So that scene scared me. Because I'm like, are they gonna make it seem like are these chicks about to lie on him, or where's this gonna go? And he became invisible. When his dick went soft, he became invisible. They started doing blow, talking about getting food or some other shit. He was like Ghost. And I don't mean sexy Ghost from Power either, okay? I think this goes back to the premise of filling that void. You know, you suffer from a loss of real love, connection, solid substance connection. And then you want to fill that void with junk food. So both you and Issa, just why not when after breakups? It ain't just for the Issa Lawrence thing. In life, why after breakups people just don't chill? Didn't Iyanla have a book called In the Meantime? Why don't you just enjoy? I guess it takes maturity to do that. I'm not saying you can still go out and dance. Your friends will. I've had girlfriends that will come scoop you. Oh, y'all broke up? Fuck that nigga. Fuck him. Girl, we coming to get you. You can still go out and dance and go for walks and jog and all the things your girlfriends do when you break up to cheer you up. I tend to eat a lot of food too. Ice cream carrying on. When I was doing dairy, now I do the vegan ice cream and shit. There's some good flavors, y'all. You can find good brands. But I still eat dairy in other places. I sneak it in. It's terrible. But yeah, so I will eat, you know, when I feel a little sad, you know, things of that nature. Which is still bad. I got to curb that. But when you break up, just honor that space in the interim. The ebb and flow. Honor that time. That is not the time to go get your fuck fest on. That is not, I don't care if you think I'm preaching. I don't give a shit. That is not the time to replace good nutritional food, you know, as an analogy. Or even real, because I'm sure you probably had good healthy food with Issa. It's not the time to replace good nutritional food, organic food, with GMO food and candy and processed and what the fuck? I don't get it. It's not just on the show. This is in so-called real life. People break up and go out in the world and cut the plum full. Just want that pain of loss to stop, I guess. Yet feeling empty. I don't know, y'all. But that was it. That's my take on episode 4 of the Issa Rae show. Lawrence, you don't lost your goddamn mind. I know you're like, it's a script. The Lawrences of the world that do that crazy shit. And your friend ain't no help. What's wrong with him? I didn't like him in the movie Straight Outta Compton. And he's annoying on this show. No offense to the actor. I don't know you personally. The frequency you giving through the daggone screen. It's like, ew. Ugh. Don't y'all keep seeing that scene in Straight Outta Compton when that girl kicked him off her in the bed? There's dweebs in the world. I guess dweebs deserve a role too in the shows. It's just dweeby central with that one. Although I love Norman Whitfield, the producer of The Temptations. I read The Temptations book, Otis Williams, right? Something about Norman Whitfield. So he's not a dweeb, but it's that energy it's that same kind of unattainable energy. I can't explain it, but that's Norman Whitfield. He gets the best. The rest of the ones that all right, y'all, peace.